Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Myra Salcido with University of Texas Permian Basin, and I'm getting a new computer in my campus office, so I'm in my home office kitchen, and home kitchen office, rather. I'm a little concerned that some people have not signed up for at least a 14-day free trial with Top Hat for your composition textbook. It is required for the course. In fact, by now you need to have read chapters 1 and 2. I can put chapter 1 in the course, but I'm not allowed to put more than one chapter of that entire book while everybody's getting their books. It's due to copyright. And what you're reading about is rhetoric, which somewhat has a bad reputation as being highly manipulative and not honest. But when you go back to ancient Greece, the philosophers and all used rhetoric as being credible and having the best means of available means of persuasion by using good argument strategies, appeals, rhetorical appeals, ethos, pathos, and logos. You will get a little better understanding of that as we go along. Then there's such a thing as visual rhetoric, where when you consider advertisements and things like that, people are trying to persuade you to buy something, to sell something to you, and consider Abercrombie and Fitch ads. There's one of the young male, and it just shows him from the waist up wearing nothing. Guess what he's selling? A flannel shirt. Yeah, it was a little tiny part of the advertisement. So what is coming up is the marketing letter. It's a form of visual rhetoric where you use color, catchy language, and you write an actual letter that would be considered junk mail. Okay, this is a letter that I have, and it's different than a flyer. Don't just create a flyer. You need to create a letter, which means you'll have some kind of design or heading at the top, and you would put, dear motorcycle enthusiasts, or whatever products you're trying to sell, and have a signature. You can make yourself the CEO of the company. This actually came from my dentist, who I've had for a long time, and he's retiring, and he announced his retirement in this letter. And I was crushed that after having a dentist for 20 years, he put "to whom it may concern." He sent so many of these out, he didn't even, get somebody to put my name on it. And we're personal friends, and my daughter is the only dentist she's ever had. And she was kind of crushed that he retired, and was kind of offended that it said to whom it may concern. Because that could be to anybody out there, current resident. We don't care who opens this, just open it. And that personal touch is needed. That's why to distinguish this letter, you will need to have a heading, dear, or hello to special, hello video gamers, or whatever you're going to try, this product you're trying to sell. Now, you cannot use photos off the internet because of copyright violations. You can create your own photo of earbuds or whatever you have that you want to try to sell, why they're great. You can make up a product. I had a student that wanted to sell beer holders on a saddle. He had a horse and he put beer cans and rigged up something and took a photo. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious why you needed to have beer when you're riding your horse. So yeah, you can make something up. Color is important. The heading is creating beautiful smiles, and it almost looks like toothpaste when you think about it. The colors you see in toothpaste, and the blue and the white is real soothing. So colors make a difference, and the color on the bottom, and you can use color in typeface. I recommend you don't use yellow for a background color. It's hard on the eyes. Try, if you want something to stand out, you could maybe put it in red when the rest of the typeface is in black. You could make a colorful letter and just try to be persuasive in why somebody needs your product. Be sure and say how it would benefit the person. And, you can throw in things like buy one, get one free, or offer a discount, things like that. Have fun with it. But it's showing that you have an idea of how to appeal to somebody using rhetorical appeals. Ethos is, you think of ethics and credibility. Pathos plays on sympathy, the emotions. Logos is logic, in which you would have statistics, or you would have a testimonial, or something that would appeal to the logic of a person that is not emotional like pathos, or it can sort of lend to your credibility. So it could jump over an ethos also. So if you've read, when we work on the first paper, you will need to know rhetoric. So what I've done is I sent out an invitation to join Top Hat to everybody that is not at least doing a 14-day trial. You really need to have access to this book. I think it's $40 if you get it from Top Hat, and $46 if you get it from our bookstore. For handling fees, I am not sure, because they will give you a code, as it's an electronic book this year. So, sorry you need to purchase a book, but it's really good for you to keep, and you can't resell it because it's electronic, but you have access to it for, I think, unlimited amount of time. So anyways, I want everybody to try to get that book right away and get started. And I will be making another video because I need to catch up with all of you, read your Getting to Know You, and be sure and check with our writing fellow in the course. She's in the introduction, and she's there to help with first drafts, in any pointers you might need on writing. And there's a lot of good writers in this class, so I think but you could always improve. You may think, I don't need a second pair of eyes on my paper, but you do. I have people read my papers too. I read them out loud so I can hear mistakes that I don't see, because your brain sees things correct as you read, when you read silently. when you read out loud, there's a different connection. And it's just amazing, but it works. So I will be in your class today and I will catch up with you. And I want to get this video sent out right now. And you can start thinking about what you're going to write in your marketing letter. You know, it can look completely different than this, but pay attention to the color, persuasive language, and appealing to people that are your demographic, your market for the letter. And it has to be in letter format and not a flyer. You know, the greeting and the signature are very important for this assignment to show that, yes, I can put this in a letter. So I will be in your class today, and I might make another video tonight. It's kind of crazy. I got a lot of students, and I'm trying to catch up. So I want you to get this as soon as possible. Your letter to join Top Hat may be in your UTPB email. I think that's where it's going. So some of you may not have checked in on that, and you really need to, because you'll get all kinds of information in your UTPB email, such as if there was a snow day, which being online you might not have to worry about, but you know, it lets you know about what's going on for students. So it's your best bet to always check your UTPB email. And I will end this video so you can get going. And I'll see you in the next video.